Daddy, no!
Well, good Sunday to you, chat. I hope you had a beautiful week. Hope everything went well for you at work and college and whatever the fuck it is you do during your typical week. It has been it's been a busy time. Well, you thought things would calm down after Tonka no shows, but oh lord, that is not the case, is it? Lots of interesting things taking place. When one chapter of the story ends for Andy, another begins. We'll be taking a look at that, because how could you not? For those unfamiliar, a little trouble paradise between Ian Miles Chong and Andy Worski. That's devolved into pure insanity. So we'll be taking a look at that. Maybe this will end in a wrestling match. I don't know. I don't know if Ian's going to fly out from Southeast Asia to take Andy on in the ring. We'll find out, though, won't we? And I have an announcement for next Sunday Funday. A very special episode of next Sunday Funday. No monetization whatsoever. No super chats. Can't collect any of those delicious financial berries. There was an agreement, a stipulation on the part of the other party for them coming onto the stream. But next Sunday Funday, that's February the 3rd, we've got a special guest joining us, Kraut and T. Kraut and T will be joining me next Sunday Funday to discuss gay ops and try to give his side of the story because he wants to be heard. He wants to speak his speech. And far be it from me to prevent that beautiful, brave boy from having a chance to say what's on his mind. People saying, no way he's showing up. I'm seeing that. No, he will. He will. I've agreed to a stipulation. No super berries. No super chats. Just me and Kraut. I even offered to let him bring a guest on. Because I figured Jeff Holliday's going to jump on either way, so might as well have a chair waiting for his ass. But Kraut said he didn't need anybody. He's hopping on. He's hopping on to explain the gayest of the gay ops to us all. Maybe he's finally grown tired of Davina using him like a puppet, and we'll get some real insight. I don't know. But that will be next weekend. Oh, I'm a little under the weather. It's gonna be a little slow this Sunday Funday. Spent a good majority of my time up playing video games, like every normal, well-adjusted adult. Am I right? But that Resident Evil 2 remake, oh, that's not bad. It's not bad. I know there's some issues with it. They cut a lot of shit. I mean, you basically just go right into the police station. Not a lot of running around. They move some things around. No real city scenery to explore. A few other things that kind of bother me, but on a whole, pretty fun. I spend most of my time just kind of standing there fucking with zombies. For whatever reason, maybe it's a kid in me, but just shooting them in the balls never gets old. Have you ever taken a shotgun to a zombie's testicles? I highly recommend it. Or shooting off their arms and legs and then running in circles around them. Entertainment for hours by doing that kind of shit. Fucking with zombies, yes, chat. That is what's entertaining. People looking at getting it, well, it's got fairly decent reviews on every platform. And I don't mean from the critics. Who listens to the critics? No, I mean from people playing it. But I guess they're all shills. You can't really take anybody's opinion on video games on the internet seriously anymore. Everybody's getting paid. Everybody's everybody's getting paid money. All the companies pay everybody money. We're just shilling to each other. We're just unaware of it. We've been bought off with loot crates, but management didn't tell us we're playing on the same team. So it's two people engaged in a conversation about what they like, but they don't actually like it. They both just want to get paid in those fucking loot crates. So should we jump right into the Andy thing? Now we got a few things I wanted to talk about. For those unaware, Donga returned, did his Wrestle show. If you look in the I was going to talk about this a little bit, but fuck it, it was so goddamn boring it's painful to even remember. But if you look in the archive tab, I stream sniped him. So if you want to see how that turned out, it's in the archive tab on the Stream Me page. So I've got really two things on the plate. You tell me what you want to hear first. We've got Andy and Ian Miles Chong and the shit show surrounding that chat. Or we've got basement toy truck excavation. And I know that sounds weird, but I want you to imagine a man that decided to excavate his basement using using motorized toy trucks and bulldozers. It's taken about 8 years, but he's a pretty dedicated guy. So I'll pull it. Yeah, I see you guys. I see you. We'll pull it. What comes first? Let's see. That'll do. And where's the other option here? There we go. There we are. Start the poll. Boy, that gives me a chance to be lazy because I feel like shit. I'll be honest. I legitimately am under the weather. So I'm just gonna put some music on. I'll give you. So should we jump right into the Andy thing? Now we got a few things I wanted to talk about. For those unaware, Tonka returned, did his wrestle show. If you look in the I was going to talk about this a little bit, but fuck it, it was so goddamn boring. It's painful to even remember. But if you look in the archive tab, I stream sniped him. So if you want to see how that turned out, it's in the archive tab on the Stream Me page. So I've got really two things on the plate. You tell me what you want to hear first. We've got Andy and Ian Miles Chong and the shit show surrounding that chat. Or we've got basement toy truck excavation. And I know that sounds weird, but I want you to imagine a man that decided to excavate his basement using using motorized toy trucks and bulldozers. It's taken about 8 years, but he's a pretty dedicated guy. So I'll pull it. Yeah, I see you guys. I see you. We'll pull it. What comes first? Let's see. That'll do. And where's the other option here? There we go. There we are. Start the poll. Boy, that gives me a chance to be lazy because I feel like shit. I'll be honest. I legitimately am under the weather. So I'm just gonna put some music on. I'll give you a minute. Let you boys vote, and then. Okay, I think that's enough time. I think that's enough time. Let's see what we're sitting at here. It's not the final vote, but whatever. It's close enough. And I see people have sent super berries through. I will read those in a little while here. What comes first? Looks like toy truck excavation. I'm sorry, Andy. You getting swatted pales in comparison to people's desire to hear about a man that's excavating his basement using Tonka trucks with little motors in them. Now, I had somebody send this to me, so I haven't really had a chance to look into it very much, but it looks somewhat insane. So let's dive right into that. Let me just pull it up and we'll get it all squared away here and take a look at a man excavating his basement using toy trucks. Because fucking why not, right? And this was the first video. This particular person, the person that sent it, and said, "Hey, do you want to see something insane?" Called Northeast Excavation from Little Giants Construction Company. All right, let's get it going, boys. Wait, is that uh, almost ready? That's not what I wanted to get rid of. What the fuck is going on today? There we are. Okay, there we go. I got you. I got you guys over here. Here you are. Retards rise up. Feel free to spam. Northeast, northeast corner, and we'll watch a little bit of it. Give you an idea what's going on in the northeast corner. This is some captivating shit. Seriously working. Now, at first I thought, okay, right, it's just a one-off video. Maybe the guy's got, like, he's into models or something. Like, yeah, this is his equivalent of making a little model train and running it across his basement floor or something. Until you find out he's been making these videos for, I don't fucking know, 6 years? He's been excavating things with little bulldozers and backhoes for 6 fucking years. And it's all in this creepy, I'm gonna kill a hooker basement. It looks like something off Red Letter Media's set. Like, I keep expecting Plinkett to walk out and start talking about Star Wars at any minute. Let's take a look at another one. Where did he bury the body? Did he use a little Tonka truck to hide it? Let's Jesus Christ. Oh, the grave's gonna be deep when my little toy is done with you, whore. It raises so many questions. Like, is it just the one basement? Has he been excavating an entire basement for 6 years, for half a decade? Using this little toy Tonka truck? That has to take, like, how long is that going to take? It'll be 2035 by the time he's done. Oh, it is very cool. Until you get hypnoled by him at a bar and end up in his Tonka truck toy ditch that he's got down there. In fact, I think it's currently rolling over the body of the last hooker that denied him sex. I mean, I'm digging the articulation and the mechanics of it. He's made a very nice little mobile excavator. But this video is from 2014. Oh, does he's got one that breaks up clay too? It's a whole little construction fucking thing going on. He's got a whole little miniature work crew. I wonder if he put like little G.I. Joes in there. And he clocks him in and out. It's adorable and it's weird at the same time. Oh, let's see. He got dump trucks too? He brings the dirt outside in little dump trucks. He excavates it from his basement and then he hauls it outside in tiny itty bitty little dump trucks. He's even got a dirt road for them. Oh, behind the shed. Look at it go. There's so much planning involved in this. Excavating a basement for 6 years with model toys and then having them haul the dirt out in their little dump truck carts. Oh. Has he got any... Oh, is that a bulldozer? He has a bulldozer, too. It's maybe he sat down one day and said, "You know what? I'm gonna remodel an entire room in my house using nothing but toys." Maybe his wife... Oh, I got it. Maybe this guy was like a collector, right? And his wife was like, "It's time you grew up and got rid of your shit." And this is his protest. He's like, "Oh, you want me to get rid of my shit, huh? You want me to get rid of the stuff that I love, bitch? I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to excavate the basement for 7.5 years using toy trucks and model trains and shit. Fuck you. Fuck you. I'll get rid of my shit. I'll bury it in the basement after I refloor it using my Tonka truck toys. Fuck you, dream killer. You're not going to win this round." Oh, what is... He built tunnels? He built an underground network, too. Maybe this is for, like, the plumbing. The plumbing and the sewage. Oh, this is fantastic. I don't even know what the fuck is really going on. I got to dig into this more. I just literally got sent this today. But how could you not focus on this for a few minutes? It's very wholesome. This must be under this. This is under the floorboards. Maybe he's pulling a Gacy, and this is where the kids go after they see the clown costume. Oh, that is some good shit. Oh, he's just keeps oh look, I wasn't kidding. Look at this. He really does haul it away. He really does haul it away in the little trucks. And that's not like those videos are years apart. He's been doing this with the same equipment for fucking years. That is amazing. I'll have to look into it. I don't know much about the backstory of this. I don't. I mean, he's very dedicated. I'm not really sure what the fuck's going on. All the videos have maybe a few hundred to 1,000 views at most. Thank you to whoever sent this to me. It's kind of cathartic in a weird way. I don't really. It's like a babbling brook or a fucking waterfall. It's like this weird mechanical white noise you kind of just zone out to. And then when you snap to, you're like, oh, it's just a dude excavating a basement using toys. So I'll take a look and see where it goes. But I wanted to share that with the people before we get into the serious business of Andy Worski and Ian Miles Chong. I see you, Chad. I see that you agree with me. It's very wholesome. It's good stuff. It's family-friendly entertainment. It's the sort of thing everybody can get behind. Who doesn't like murdering hookers and burying them with your Tonka truck? It just screams fucking wholesome. Okay. I'm going to read my super berries real quick. Nice thing about streaming is I get paid way less streaming over here than I do over on YouTube. So it takes about 3 seconds. All right. Let's see. Well, let's go, boys. Where are we here? From Steve Irwin. When Kraut says that he only called what he did doxing to appease the alt-right, bring up the fact he said I always call that kind of info, CRP's info, a dox to a fan on his Discord. And then there's a Kiwi Farms link. I'm aware of that. I gave him a response on Twitter, essentially saying that I went by his definition of doxing. In fact, this is a song and dance that he and his have been trying for about the last 6 months. They conveniently forget the way the videos were presented or worded, and try to make it seem like it's 4 videos focusing on doxing, when it's not. It's 4 videos focusing on gay ops. Well, 2 videos focusing on gay ops, 1 video focusing on a ball pit, and then the last video talking about the doxing. I was more interested in the gay ops, but according to him, by his own definition, it's doxing. And we'll get into it. I don't want to really give my points right now because I'm not going to give him time to get his game ready, to prep himself for the big show. I'm going to just, we're going to go into it naturally. But I am aware I've got plenty of clips and screen caps, and I'm sure he has his own, which I'll be showing on stream when he asks. So we'll see how it goes. From Pongo, Tonka Truck Guy needs to team up with the Hampshire guy. I don't care if this is a collaboration amounts to nothing. We need these two to meet up. Holy shit, you're right. Could you imagine building an underwater habitat for hamsters for underwater hamster objectivism using Tonka truck toys that have been waterproofed? It's like a match made in heaven. It's the perfect size to fit a hamster. We can haul the front of that fucker out and put the little guy in. From Morgan Curie, I want to work on a horror story. Is it possible to talk to you privately about ideas? Oh, I don't know why you'd want to talk to me about a horror story. Now, if it was a story about horrors, maybe I could help you out. Loric Pro J, retards rise up. Or are you in the chat? Solvis, how are you enjoying that deep freeze Jimbo? Also, better version of the song for chat. You want me to play the Ricardo one? Let me guess. Maybe one day. Love Machine 011, how you liking Resident Evil 2 Remake? Which characters' weapon sets do you prefer? Like I said, I've enjoyed it. I think it's okay. It's good. It's fun. That's all I really give a shit about. Is it fun? Would I've liked a more authentic and, point-for-point remake? Yes. I mean, I don't like when they cut content. I mean, maybe move shit around. That's fine. But don't cut enemy types. Don't cut locations. That does kind of irk me. Now, I'm hoping when they do Resident Evil 3 Remake, that won't be the case, but who knows? Either way, it's a good game. It's a fun game. There's plenty of choice starting off the new year. You've got Resident Evil 2 Remake, you got Ace Combat 7. There's some good shit out there. From Kusukuri, get CRP into the conversation next Sunday. He wants to talk to Kraut. Also, fuck Kraut. Because of him, I feel ashamed to be German. Well, our agreement was it was he and I discussing things. I can't start changing that at the last minute. Defeats the purpose of agreeing to it in the first place. Lord Akira, Jim, my pee-pee gets very hard when Mr. X in his trench coat and fedora fists Claire. Is this normal? It's very normal. Who doesn't love a gentleman in a fedora that stalks you? I like how Capcom basically created the world's most accurate incel. It's this dude that stalks you in his fucking trench coat and fedora, and you can never get away from him. If you're running, or he's just, I'm gonna follow you everywhere. Victor Phantasm. So Ian Chungus is going to get the cops called on him for gay porn in Malaysia. He's going to wind up in prison and have in real life gay porn as a result. Boss, could you load that irony into a pea shooter and kill elephants with it? Well, I know. I allegedly Chungus is from Malaysia. I don't know anything about his background, so I couldn't tell you. But they don't take too kindly to gay ops or gay porn there. Faticata. Hey, Mr. Jim, what is your favorite Primarch? Mine is Girly Man. Do you think that Emperor is actually a good guy? I do. I can't, we're not, people want to start these lore conversations with me. I'm not sure why they do that. Every once in a while, I get a 40K question, too, where they want to discuss all sorts of shit. But I have people watching, and they're going to shoot themselves in the head if I start discussing lore on a fucking stream. Maybe I'll do a dedicated one sometime. Maybe I'll do one where I just talk about geeky shit related to board games and video games. Really, I'm only talking about Resident Evil 2 because it just came out. Coinflip 458. Kraut, I might as well challenge Jim. It can't possibly get any worse. But it did get worse. Oh, I need to have that as a sound clip. I'm not at Gator levels of having an actual functioning soundboard, but I do need to have that as a clip. A few more here, and we're going to get to the good stuff. CJ something. I would love for you to name my bearded dragon. It's a girl. Thanks. Call it faggot. Giovanni. Roasties, get out. Unstable anomaly. Jim, are you aware of Guntgate, the hanging flesh of J. Caesar? Your thoughts? Why, yes, I am aware of what you're referring to. A, let's say, unflattering picture that was taken during a get-together. Though I didn't know it had the name Guntgate. And I didn't know it was a hashtag. Arcade Outpost. Hey, Jim, longtime fan and first-time supporter, please show my channel. Arcade Outpost, here on stream.me. Anyone interested in fail loops on forgotten games? Arcade Outpost is a place to go. Video games are my favorite video games. Oh, it looks like your message got cut off there a little bit, Arcade. What does that say? Heil Hitler 1488. I don't know if I can endorse that, Arcade Outpost. Why would you put that into your promotional piece? Oh, there's even more. I hate Jewish people and blacks. I want to exterminate them. Visit me at Arcade Outpost on stream.me. Oh, I think you might be going overboard, but hopefully that promotion helped. HTR to you, I'd like to remind everyone that Failure knew about this shit with Ian Chungus and never told Andy. He only found out about it because he saw the DMs. Andy is far too trusting, and eventually he's going to trust someone who can and will ruin him. All right, boys. We caught up. If there are any more, I'll read them later. Like I said, it's much quicker. We're not taking 20-minute breaks. It's just boom. I work for peanuts over here. It's not that bad. I can live with that. And I get plenty of stickers. And I don't know what happened to the unicorns. I think they fucking killed them. Thank God. So let me see. How do I want to start this? Well, there's a lot of places. I'm going to give a quick background leading up into the last few days for those unfamiliar with the situation between Andy Worski and Ian Miles Jong. And then we'll dive into the craziness that's happened over the last, I'd say, 3 days. So Andy and Ian had a YouTube page together, Hype Break, where they put up your basic formulaic video game content. If you've watched anybody else, it's essentially that. your IGNs, your gamer ranks, all of that stuff. It's your typical, video that pops. It's got the graphics and the sound effects and, the top 10 list shit or the insights, or it's talking about the newest video game related shit. And it was doing, it started off slow, but it started to build some momentum. I think it's up to like 27 or 28,000 subs now, starting to get views on videos. And I know it's a project that Worski was interested in. I know he's into gaming. If you remember, he did Purple Dragon, where he wanted to do speedruns and Let's Plays and shit like that. So it made sense that he'd transition into something like this. Now, I can't tell you why Andy Worski would decide to work with Ian Miles Chong, the man that flash banged the dog. I can't tell you why he'd do that, but he decided to. Well, trouble in paradise eventually emerges. Ian has a nasty habit of apparently pissing off people that he associates with or knows, and things went south fairly quickly. Now, Andy and Ian got into an argument about ownership of the channel. Who owns Hypebreak? And they got into a very large argument about it because it turned out that Ian Miles Chong was working with The Quartering on his new website endeavor, Based Gamer. Oh, I'm sorry, it's not Based Gamer, Exclusively Games. A $150,000 WordPress site that I'm sure will have the hottest fucking insights this side of Metacritic. Well, Quartering likes to take shots at Andy quite a bit. He's part of a group that doesn't like Andy very much. And Ian was being very chummy with them and working with them. And he felt betrayed. Didn't want to keep the partnership going on his YouTube channel. Decided he wanted a clean break. And that's where their arguments began about who owned Hypebreak. Now, the first argument they had basically stopped after a day or two. Andy is a gullible retard and will forgive anybody that pisses in his face. Andy, if you're listening to this, you are far too trusting. You need to stop listening to these fucking people and stop doing partnerships with people. What are you doing? Everyone blows up in your face. So he forgives him. Ridiculous, but he forgives him. Oh, Ian and I will be best of friends. Best of friends going forward. Of course, that lasts a fucking week. Because we have the whole Tonka situation in the meantime take place. Tonka doesn't show up. Now Failure suddenly appears. How convenient. I'm just going to say outright what I've messaged Andy, and I even said this to Ralph as well. I don't trust Failure. I told them I don't trust Failure. I think it's a gay op, and I think that they need to be careful. Because here's my reasoning on this, and you can tell me, Chad, if I'm being paranoid. I know this is an aside to the Ian and Andy story, but I'm just going to throw it out there because, again, I like to say publicly what I say privately. It doesn't matter to me. When Tonka was having his implosion, and Ralph was doing his kill stream, and Coach was on there, and I was on there. I think Coach was on there. There were a bunch of people on there. And we were discussing, is Tonka going to go away? And no, actually, Coach was on there. Ralph and Coach had a bet that Tonka was going to delete his channel. And my response to that was, there's no way he's going to delete his channel. The only way that could happen is if Failure or Vamp turned on him. And what do you know? A day or so later, suddenly Failure turns on him. That's the first thing I found very suspect. Next, when Failure comes out, and he's got years of conversations with Tonka, he's only got a week's worth to share? Only a week's worth from Discord? These are people that have played video games together. There's not a single Steam message, not a single message on any messenger service. Just a week's worth of Discord, none of which make Tonka look bad. It's just him saying the same shit that he's always fucking said. There's nothing insightful. Just the same Tonka shit. All that financial information that's out there talking about tax evasion comes from one source. Failure. You don't hear anybody else talking about Grandma's name being on the AdSense or anything like that. Well, Andy decides to do another stream with Failure, and he's like, I want you to show me DMs. Can't show them. I want you to show me your conversation with Vamp. All of a sudden, Vamp mysteriously deletes her shit. Nothing was screen capped ahead of time. And I'm fairly certain people have brought up the point that Failure had mentioned she deleted her Twitter account before she actually deleted her Twitter account. So he couldn't show those DMs. I guess my point with this, and again, it's an aside, maybe I'm being paranoid. I just don't take people... I don't take people to be very honest on the internet. I think it's a gay op. Failure, you can prove me wrong when nothing happens in the next 2 months. But Andy is too trusting. Far too fucking trusting of people. It's happened repeatedly. He gets fucked over. So that's the aside, but it's to show that this happens occasionally. So Andy forgives Ian. They get back together, and then it happens again. They get into another fucking argument. This one as a result of failure, because the small information he was able to show before Vamp deleted her Twitter basically corroborated the fact that Ian Miles Chong, and this is according to Andy, was feeding Tonka and his group information that was private about Andy Worski to help them shit on him. So we have an initial argument between the two where Ian is basically cozying up to Quarter Pounder because of his new website and is part of a group that shits on Andy. Andy calms down and it's like, okay, maybe this isn't, what I think it is. And then weeks later, the same fucking situation. Only this time it's Vamp getting information from Ian and it's being fed to Tonka and them so they can shit on Andy. And that's where our story begins. I know it's a long fucking backstory, but that's where our story begins. So Andy has enough. He decides to put up a video. He's going to put a video up. He's going to expose the lies and the slander of Ian Miles Chong. And he does. It's an 18-minute long video. You can find it on his main YouTube channel if you want to go watch it. We're not going to watch it because, maybe we can if the chat's interested later. But Andy Worski, YouTube channel. If you want to go watch it, go check it out. Now this is where the crazy shit starts. So let me pull this up. I'm going to pull his timeline up, and we're just gonna read through. We're gonna read through because Andy has some remarkable shit happen to him and some remarkable allegations in it when it comes to our boy Ian, the Einster, whatever you want to call him. I've always been fucking his name up for about 8 years. Doesn't really matter to me. Okay, let's go, boys. Let's go. So here we are on Worski's timeline. I believe this is post video, or right around that. Oh, part 1 coming soon. You can see this is this is just yesterday. Shit. Still Gray says I'm a cokehead. Oh, I love this. I love when every time Andy gets into a fight with somebody and drugs get mentioned, everybody becomes a drug user or a drug dealer. Andy, you need to hang out with some church-going people, all right? They need to be high on life. Same shit happened with Baked. You two, when you're around each other, do naughty things. I think Ian was a bad influence on you, Andy. I don't think you should be hanging out with a dude that eats a bottle of Xanax. Here we go. Andy Worski on the 26th. Laughed my ass off. Still Gray says I'm a cokehead. I told him a few times. Why don't we ask him about the giant bag of Xanax that he says makes him feel like Superman? I love how people use my blue moon partying to call me out like I am some sort of hardcore druggie. A fucking bag of Xanax. Why would this gentleman need a bag of Xanax? This is a pussy slayer. Look at this. Look at this beast of a man. Why would he need a bag of Xanax to feel like fucking Superman? This is the Chungus. Unga bunga chung. He doesn't need Xanax. He's high on life, Andy. Look at that. Look at that shit. Yes, Chad, I know. Voice is cracked. It's like I'm going through puberty again. Oh, I'm a little under the weather. You're gonna have to deal with it. Okay. Oh, my boys. All right, let's see. Where are we here? Oh, this starts a back and forth. So Ian and Andy start to argue on Twitter, of course. Now, this would have been, I think this would have been a normal interaction. You know, Andy's pissed. It's understandable he's pissed. They're fighting over a channel. They're fighting over the agreement of who owns a channel and what contracts are signed. It's a back and forth between the two. Andy's going to put up an expose video showing who Still Gray is. But then some fuckery starts to happen. You can see here comes Andy's video. Well, you know, let's take a look. When did this get put up? Right? What's the exact time code on this? Early morning on Saturday at 9:50 a.m. He puts up his video on Ian. And we'll get to the stuff I'm skipping over here, but I want to get to this. All right. So after that video goes up, within, 6 hours, I just got interrogated by 2 detectives who came into my house saying they got a call that I was going to shoot people. Funny how all the info they had on the caller matched what Still Gray has on me. Funny how he's done this before. Funny how he knows my series will ruin him. 6 hours after putting up a video which seeks to expose Ian Miles Chung, Andy Worski basically gets the Canadian version of swatted, which means they show up at his house and tickle his balls and whisper diversity is our strength into his ear. Quite coincidental. Quite fucking coincidental. Now Andy, of course, isn't taking this lying down. We'll play this video. Let's hear our boy Andy and his reaction to Stilgray
Hey,
shenanigans.
Chung, you say lay off the coke? Well, I'm not on coke because I just had two police officers, two detectives interrogate me and search my house. I allowed them to search my house, so they didn't find anything. The information from the caller was information that you have. On the day that I destroy you with part one of the video series that will ruin you because I have a lot of dirt on you. And it's funny how you try to getting me pretty much arrested or worse. And you've done this before to Wild Goose, who you got his dog killed with a flashbang. Luckily in Canada, they don't SWAT. They investigate. So thank you for trying to ruin my life. And it's pretty obvious it's you. You've done this many times to people. You've told me that you're fine with people being swatted or doxxed if you don't like them. And you saying lay off the coke, it's pretty funny when cops are scouring your house and you let them do it. You've opened the door to something you probably didn't want to open. Good luck, Ian. Good luck.
Opened. Oh, there we go. Yeah. I see a lot of F's in the chat. You know, we should probably talk about Wild Goose before we proceed with this story. You know, it's heartbreaking when a pupper gets flashbanged, especially when that flashbang grenade lands right next to his head and explodes it like a watermelon. It's a fucking tragedy, but it's something that did occur, and you know, it's heartbreaking. And well, I think I need to let Wild Goose tell you himself about the poor tragedy of his pupper getting its fucking head exploded because Ian Miles Chong got upset with him. Should I chat? Yeah, let's take a look.
Hey guys, this is Wild Goose. I just wanted to give you a quick update on the flashbang dog situation. It has been a few months since that happened, and I'm sort of over the hill emotionally from that, and I'm ready to purchase a new dog. Now, for those of you who aren't familiar with the story, there is this treacherous journalist who called the cops on my place, got the dog flashbanged. The dog was mortally wounded. But like I said, I'm in a place where I'm ready to purchase a new dog. Now, this was a show quality dog. This wasn't just some dog that we picked up at PetSmart. So it's going to end up setting me back about $3,000. Am I asking for $3,000? No, but any bit you could donate would be very helpful. And if you would like to donate, please send some money, send some cash over to streamlabs.com/wildgoose1. I'll put the link in the description. Now, some people have been asking, is there any footage of this? And to that I said yes, and I just wasn't prepared to release it before, but I'll go ahead and release the video now. For those of you who are sensitive towards violence and harm to animals and that sort of thing, this might be disturbing to you, so I would maybe either look away or turn it off. But again, donate to streamlabs.com/wildgoose1. Link is in the description. Need about $3,000, so go ahead and shoot me your cash. Thank you very much. And here's the video.
Graphic content ahead. Pray for Pupper.
Stand up now. We know you're there. We don't want you to get hurt, but you gotta stand up now and show us your hand.
Absolutely disgusting. Ian, that you could do something like that. Now, there is, you may be asking about the backstory of this. On a Ralph Retort stream, Ian Miles Chong admitted that he got information fed to him by a YouTube user, a Twitter user, who was prevalent in Gamergate by the name of Mombot, who gave his docs to him and said, do something with it. Ian received this information, passed it along, and what do you know? Somebody gets swatted and a dog gets flashbanged to death. And, you know, it was a show quality dog, okay? $3,000, it's a lot of money. I think Ian needs to pay that money. You need to hashtag pay for the pupper, Ian. Where's the $3,000? You killed this man's dog. Pay for the pupper. Hashtag it. Make this motherfucker pay for the pupper. Because no justice, no peace. All right? No justice, no peace. That pupper got flashed. His head exploded like a fucking watermelon, Ian. Terrible. Fucking shameful. Now, if you want to listen to the footage of Ian admitting this, I'm sure the Ralph Retort will go over it on his stream on Monday. There's quite a bit of footage. In fact, he went on multiple streams talking about flashbanging the dog and apologizing for it. That's the thing. He apologized for it. Acknowledged it happened and apologized for it. Pay for the pupper. Pay for that pupper, motherfucker. $3,000. Get to a Malaysian bank, change it into real money, and you pay Wild Goose for his fucking dog. Sorry. I get a little heated when people flashbang fucking animals. Now, this argument between Ian and Andy continued onward. Of course, you can imagine getting fucking swatted, even if it's the Canadian version of it, could be a bit upsetting. And I started paying attention. I put my video up. I missed all of this happening in real time. Watched Andy's video. Apparently, I'm not Mr. Popularity when it comes to Chungus. He does not like me very much. Who could have figured? I don't know why I'm such a good boy. Well, I have some ideas on why that might be, but let's take a look at what Andy had to say in relation to Ian's feelings on me.
He hates Mr. Metokur. Like Ian Miles Chung, I've never heard someone talk about Mr. Metokur so much and how much he hates him.
I am deeply hated by our little boy, Ian Miles Chung. It's fucking hurtful. I mean, so I try to live with it. I try to live with the shame of it. I was thinking, why would he dislike me so much? Well, there are a few possibilities as to why that might be. Let me see if I can find it here. I should have been prepared. Why am I not prepared? Oh, this is sad. This is what happens when you're not up. There we are. Now, I mean, I am a good boy. I like to be ahead of the show. What can I say? This video came out like 3 or 4 years ago. I really wish Jules' version was still up. He did a Boys from the South version on Ian that is fucking way better. But this might be the reason he doesn't like me, extending back 4 years. Let's take a look. It's only 3 minutes long. It gives you an getting of the sort of things Ian gets into. This was put up onto a secondary account, another account, just getting the word out there about slandering poor KSI.
Ian Miles Chong, lead editor of GamerRanks, claims to be a journalist. But is he? GamerRanks' stated mission is to provide editorials and daily updates on the industry and its games. It says it's highly staffed by highly opinionated writers who aren't afraid of speaking their mind. We pull no punches with our coverage and give you what we want, especially if what we want is enthusiastic cynicism. But recently, a story ran on his website which violates those very principles.
Oh, actually, did I say 4 years ago? If this is recently, that story's from 2012. Okay, I'm the hipster version of an internet asshole. I've been fucking with Ian for 7 years.
Which leads to one and only one conclusion. Ian Miles Chong is a liar and a racist. The story, Sexually Assaulting Women at a Gaming Convention is Not Okay, whose title was later changed to Sexually Assaulting Women Verbally or Otherwise at a Gaming Convention is Not Okay, was written by Wesley Copeland and was recently posted on October 5th. It profiled the story of a YouTube user, KSI, who went to the Eurogame Expo. He ran a video series where he acted awkwardly, approached women, asked for their consent, and then proceeded to make risque comments, going as far as to motorboat one of the women. What straight heterosexual man wouldn't want to do that? Well, I know one. Ian Miles Chung, confirmed homosexual. The article then goes on to state that this constitutes sexual harassment and that KSI violated these women. Now ask yourselves, why would Ian Miles Chung have a problem with this video? After all, recently, Joe Goes to Comic-Con, which is a video in a very similar vein and with a very similar premise, was found to be hilarious by him and his colleagues. The difference? Joe is white, KSI is black. After posting the video and receiving some public pushback, Ian Miles Chung took to Twitter to defame and libel some more KSI and his followers. The matters weren't helped when the victim in the video that the article states was sexually violated went herself onto Twitter and defended KSI, stating she had given consent. She goes on to further state that Ian Miles Chung should fuck off and talk to some girls, something as a homosexual I'm sure he's not accustomed to. So just who is this self-described turbo-feminist? Ian Miles Chung, as he appears in this picture, is an Asian man. And yet in the picture he chooses to use on most of his social networks, you can see he's considerably darker. One picture, he's a normal Asian man. The next picture, he's darker in tone. Remind you of anyone? Just like Mitt Romney, Ian Miles Chung hates black people and the poor. Part of his feminist, homosexual agenda is to destroy black men. And if he can't do it through articles, he'll do it himself by hopping into his KKK SUV and driving them over, as seen here in this picture. Having seen this irrefutable evidence that Ian Miles Chung, due to his turbo-feminist homosexual agenda, is out to literally kill KSI, or at the very least, damage his reputation beyond repair, I ask you to take action and make it known that you won't let racist journalists get away with this. He can be contacted at @StillGray on Twitter. Be sure to share your thoughts with him and let him know he won't get away with the conspiracy. Thank you.
Dong. Dong.
Dong, Grandpa is talking to you.
Dong. Where is my automobile?
Automobile?
So, maybe that had a part of it. Maybe that was a small part of what's going on. I can't tell you. Ian, you need to pay for that pupper. All right, I remember your history. Other people don't. I do. I do, champ. I remember what happened with that fucking article. They released this. I'll give you the backstory. They released this fucking article on KSI, basically alluding to the fact that he sexually assaulted women at a convention. The woman comes out and says, "You people are fucking retards. That didn't happen." And then they changed the title subtly to verbally or otherwise is not okay. Couldn't retract it or put up an edit explaining that they were wrong. They just wanted to keep rolling with it for clicks. And Ian there was involved in it and defending it at the time. And this chick did not like his ass one bit. And yes, the voice is, young Jim. You should hear the Haberhaus videos. Fucking video games. But yeah, that might be what it is. It could be that. It could be the fact that I'm the one that pried him out into showing his DMs with Bombot in regards to what happened to Wild Goose. It could be the fact that when he went on to Destiny's stream, Destiny and I laughed at him. And he might be still salty about that. He went on to Destiny's stream to talk about an article. He wrote an article about a new law in California. And he didn't know anything about the new law. Not a single fucking thing. And Destiny basically face-fucked him in front of an audience of about 8,000 on Twitch. And when I finally got to speak, I said, you kind of look fucking retarded, Ian. And then I pulled up the shit. The point he was trying to make, I found in 5 minutes. But our journalist here couldn't. Our journalist who wrote a fucking article on it couldn't find the information I found when he had days of preparation to do it that I found in 5 minutes on a stream with fucking Destiny. And Destiny, of all people, accepted the information from me. So maybe if he had done his due diligence, he wouldn't be in that situation. But again, he worked for an organization and with people that had no problem putting up essentially misleading titles on articles and then getting told they're wrong and not really amending those articles because they wanted that clickbait revenue. Going a bit off topic, but it's a little history for you. Maybe someday I'll regale you with my adventures with Pete Hines, the VP of PR at Bethesda, and how I fucked with that guy for like a decade. Okay, so where did we leave off here? Okay, display capture. There we go. So, Andy gets swatted. Well, the Canadian equivalent of getting swatted. Right after Andy releases his video. Then Andy starts putting up even more information about the things that Ian is doing. He's tweeting directly at GamerRanks, the former publication outlet that Ian worked at. So, GamerRanks, Ian Miles Chung is still a manager of your channel. They're talking about their YouTube channel. He revealed you guys making $65,000 a month and showed a bunch of us your private analytics. Everyone retweet to let them know. They still have a rat on their channel. 65, okay, they're making about 30 million. This is a great way of getting an insight into how much people are getting paid on YouTube, by the way. GamerRanks monthly brings in about 30 million views. So they're pulling in about $2,500 to $2,500 per million views on their channel. But for some reason, Ian still has access to it and is showing private financial and analytic information to whoever the fuck feels like seeing it. I don't know. I'd find that kind of fucking scummy. And this is another update that Andy just put up. Ian Miles Chung changed a few thumbnails of mine to gay porn so I could get banned. Thank you all for the warnings. My agent stayed up for a while I was sleeping fighting gay porn thumbnails. Ian was still a manager on the channel. My agent saw the changes came from Malaysia. It's alleged that Stilgray, Ian Miles Chung, is from Malaysia. And this is the managing permissions information on the channel. And you can see the 3 people we have there. Geek Thulu, Zenter Screen, I'm not sure who that is. Maybe that's his agent or MCN, and Stilgray. Now you could say, oh, well, I bet it's maybe Zenter Screen did it, or it was Geek Thulu and his nefarious plotting. But if it's coming from Malaysia, I think there's probably only one possibility on who's doing it. So, to kind of sum this up, in the span of 24 hours after releasing a video calling out Ian Miles Chung, Andy was swatted and then had somebody go into his YouTube account and try to change out thumbnails to get him banned off the platform. Andy has stated that Ian Miles Chung had told him in conversations that he was fine with people getting doxxed and swatted. And we have a story relating to that of Ian basically helping to facilitate a dox. Now, in fairness to him, during that stream, because people made it seem like he had decided to do this, the information was sent to him without him asking. However, it was sent to him because at the time, Ralph, if you fucking hear this, you need to play this for people. The reason Wild Goose and Ian Miles Chung have issues with each other is because Ian Miles Chung was convinced that Wild Goose had hired Bitcoin assassins to kill him. He was convinced Wild Goose had hired hitmen from the dark web to hunt him down for that sweet, sweet cryptocurrency and shoot him in the head. So Mombot apparently saw this and sent a ton of docs, which I saw. We saw this privately on the stream that had happened. We saw the DMs, and it was a thorough doxing. I usually don't use the term doxing to apply to much, but this was thorough. Places of work, places of residence, educational history, where they attended school, all their associates, their family, their neighbors. It was a thorough fucking dox. And he helped play a role in that. Of which, again, there's audio of him admitting and apologizing to it. Oh, I lost my chat for a second. Uh-oh. Where did we go here? There we are. Yes, Bitcoin assassins, chat. Terrible, terrible Bitcoin assassins. And that kind of brings you up to speed of where we're sitting right now. Now, I know I've been a lazy Irish son of a bitch. If I put that whiskey bottle down and had a little more prep work, I'd have more clips to play for you and a better timeline to kind of organize it. But I wanted to give you a basic idea of what's going on with them and where it sits right now. To sum it up, for people that want a quick audio clip, Ian Miles Chung and Andy Worski had a working business partnership on the channel Hype Break. Their relationship soured when Ian Miles Chung was providing information to people that were attacking and trying to ruin the career of Andy Worski. He was doing this secretly, and he was doing it behind his back. Andy Worski finally had enough of this, wanted to end the partnership, decided to walk away from the channel and break ties with Ian Miles Chung. Andy Worski decided to make a video exposing this and talking about his issues with this particular journalist, after which, within the span of 6 hours of the video going up, Andy Worski got swatted, and within 10 hours of that, his channel had been accessed by somebody who still had manager access, and his thumbnails were changed to gay porn to get him strikes on YouTube, to get him pulled down off the platform. That is the quickest summation that I can give you of this. Now, there are layers upon layers of shit that's going on in the background. We've got Quarter Pounder throwing his 2 cents in. Ian Miles Chung is associated, or was associated with, Exclusively Gamers. Now, Jeremy didn't want to just outright say we fired him, but he got fired, or at least that's what Jeremy is telling people. Now, why that is, I couldn't tell you. The Wild Goose story and the information about that came out months ago, and yet Ian continued to work at Exclusively Games. Maybe this is a bridge too far for Jeremy, I don't know. But now we're getting into the doxing and swatting portion of the story, and so it looks like Ian is out of job in relation to that. Ian, I guess, is still in charge or has full control now of Hype Break, the YouTube channel. So that disagreement is over with. And Andy really doesn't have much to lose. I mean, really, Andy, at this point, you've been doxed and swatted, and your personal shit's out there, and it seems like this guy's trying to fuck with you. I would do, if I were you, more videos about it. Continue your series. Get a police report. See if you can get the police to give you access to the phone call. That's going to be real stunning and brave. I mean, if we hear Ian Miles Chung voice calling in this fucking swatting attempt, that's game over. That's the end of it. But try to provide information if you can in your upcoming videos. The gay ops are eternal. They just don't end. One saga ends and a new one begins. Tonka exploded, and now we have a new cycle starting, and this time it seems like it's going to be the former journalist, Ian Miles Chung. And, I know people aren't 100% familiar with Still Gray. He flip-flops. He's kind of like Davina, David Shitrat in a way. He will latch on to whatever movement or community exists on the internet, which will provide him with attention or views or what have you. He went from being I'm not kidding you, he described himself as a turbo feminist, SJW, to becoming a not SJW and then a anti-SJW. And that metamorphosis happened fairly quickly, and before he was a turbo feminist, he was on old forums and message boards talking about how he was, as he referred to it, a banana, yellow on the outside, white on the inside. Also was a big fan of Hitler. And no, I'm not joking with you. He went from a Hitler-loving Asian supremacist to a turbo-feminist SJW to an anti-SJW in like the blink of an eye. And, hearing that sounds so fucking ridiculous, you'd ask yourself, Andy, why were you working with him in the first place? What are you doing? You need to use more common sense. Oh, I swear. Andy, here's my advice to you. Just own everything outright that you do. Don't enter into partnerships with people. Just own it and profit from it for the work that you put into it. And if for some reason you ever find yourself in the future, collaborating with somebody, have a contract drawn up by a third party so there's no confusion as to what's going on. Still Gray fucked you. He used your base and your promotions when you were doing live streams to generate traffic to kickstart Hype Break, and now Hype Break is entirely his. And he potentially, allegedly, from what you've told me, swatted you and put up gay porn on your YouTube channel. I don't know where this saga's I don't know where it's gonna go, but it'll be fun to watch. Now, I know I've been a bit dickish to Ian, but he hates me already, so I don't give a fuck. I still remember what you did to KSI, buddy. that should bring you up to speed. So when Ralph does his stream, I'm sure he will have more information for you, more of the deep lore, the deep dive. But let's take a small break. Let me collect my berries from the trees. Hey Tonka, if you ever hear this, you remember what this was like, actually getting money on the internet? I bet that's a fucking distant memory for you, isn't it? But you go back to talking about trailer wrestling or whatever the fuck it is that you're doing. I don't even know at this point. It's fucking pathetic. HTRTU. So Ian tried to pull a literally gay op on Andy. 2019 is the best year, no doubt about it. From Sager, I'm betting $5 Crowd is going to pull a donga and puss out. From Panzerfaust 217, Destiny is more of a man than Ian Miles Chong. Think about that for a second. From Valley, your Wow Krender impression in the 7-year-old video is spot on. The Rationals, some crazy shit went down on stream with me, let me try this again. Some crazy shit went down on Stream Me last night with Alex, aka Danish Police. It's too small to talk about on your show, but Dispatch has all the coverage you need right after your show today. Thanks. Well, we'll be wrapping up here soon, so if you want to hear what happened last night with Danish Police, you can go over to Dispatch's channel on Stream Me, and it sounds like it's going to begin right after mine ends. From Polly the Polar Bear, is there some kind of contest going on to see who can be more hated on the internet than Mundane Matt? It feels like it, doesn't it? It really, honest to God, feels like it. Lord Akira, everyone press P to pray for Ian Miles, or to pray that Ian Miles Chong gets put in Rohingya death camps for Andy and Wild Goose. And I know I probably butchered that. Spontaneous penis combustion. Doggy, no. HDRTU, Ian Chungus has such a punchable face. Holy shit. Faticat. The name is Fatty Cat as one word. The man killing whores is doing the most wholesome shit I've ever seen on the internet. If he isn't killing whores, well, he should be helping society. Please answer my 40K questions. I will do a stream on 40K. It'll be in the middle of the night because nobody's going to watch it. But I'll do a stream on 40K sometime in the next few weeks. So it's super chat free. It'll just be a straight up conversation about all that shit. Squid the Kid, you know what the world needs? More game journalism. Just nuke it all. Almighty Tevin, big ups to my girl, Mr. Anti-Bully on Twitter, obviously. Giovanni, Ian Miles Chong has been kicked out of 109 different friend groups. It's a history that follows him. Gardy23, RCTruckandConstruction.com, and there's a thread, found the RC Basement Diggers Forum thread. It started in 2010, and he said he had a shitload of digging done. He's got a forum chronicling what he does. Yeah, I'm going to have to dig into this. From Space Beam. Also, I have a metric ass ton of background music I've made for breaks. I know your Twitter is clogged with dumb memes, so here you go. He links me to a Bandcamp. Appreciate it. From Machu, Justice for Josh. He never did anything wrong. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with Kiwi Farms. They had a Stream Me account. They were streaming in competition. Last I saw, they got their ass blown out of the water by SBCC for that monitor. But then his channel is gone. So I asked about it on Twitter. I'm not really sure what's going on. I'm not sure. And I don't think he's streaming right now. Is he still streaming on YouTube? I'm not 100% wrong on this. I don't think he is he? Maybe he is. I don't fucking know. It's weird. Hopefully Ralph addresses it on his kill stream on Monday. True's 55. If Ian got narked as being gay and posting gay porn online, he might get a free elevator ride off the roof since Malaysia is a muzzy country. Don't do it, chat. Again from Space Meme. Hey Jimbo, are you planning on trying out the re-release of World of Warcraft? I'm about 50-50 because those faggots getting another penny after Diablo 3 would make me shit bricks. No, I'm not really into giving Blizzard more money with the weird shit they're doing. From Gimpy Lee, hey Jim, should I feel bad that I sent the super chats during Ethan Van Shriver's stream that caused Ian to spurg out about the doxing? I'd feel bad if Andy was shot by the police. They don't carry guns in Canada. Actually, they ask you very calmly to stop doing bad things. Evil Bun Bun, let's make the Superberry reading longer. ZT, urgent news, Boogie 1488 has been discovered dead in his bathroom. He seems to have bled out while shaving with a Gillette razor. From Snakes O'Reilly, no note. Steve Irwin, when Kraut says that he only called what he did doxing to a PC alt-right, bring up the... Okay, and we're back to where we were. I believe... Yep, okay. We've gone full circle. Super Barry reading time is over. I've given you the back deep lore on Andy and Ian. Talked about Tonka trucks. I know our Sunday Fundays are a little bit shorter, but I'm getting back into the swings of things. Having a more reasonable schedule, getting videos out on the regular. Next week, remember, it's going to be the extravaganza with Kraut, which I'm looking forward to. That'll probably be a 2 to 3 hour long stream. And I have a feeling it's going to be entertaining, no matter how it turns out. What is the exact time? I gave him a specific time. So I'm just going to tell you now what the time code on that was. Oh, that's not what I'm looking for. Fuck it. Fuck it. Where is it here? Everything's become so confusing. Where are we? Okay. The stream with Kraut will be Sunday, February the 3rd at 1 p.m. Eastern. I tried to accommodate his time zone difference, so there should be no issues. So buckle up. Kraut's a-coming. And we're going to be talking gay ops all afternoon. And that will be next week. Now, if you excuse me, I've got Resident Evil 2 to play. And, of course, watching the events unfold with Chungus. But don't forget, chat, that pupper had its fucking head exploded with a flashbang. Ian, you need to pay for that pupper. 3,000 buckaroos. That poor dog had so much life ahead of him. And Wild Goose, he's fucked up over it. You should feel shameful about this. Shameful. Or as Tonka would put it.
It's miserable. It's just miserable. Just miserable. Just miserable. Just miserable. That is miserable. It's miserable. Miserable shit. I keep using the same word, but it's miserable. Miserable things. Miserable situation. Miserable. Just miserable.
Okay, chat. That will conclude our Sunday Funday activities. I see people saying, what about the writing contest, Jim? We will get to it. My voice is a little fucked up today, as you can tell from the cracking. And I don't know if I want to read erotic fanfics. I got like 90 submissions. That will be its own dedicated stream. Since Kraut is coming up on Sunday, we will do a Saturday stream with the writing contest entries. So if you have your contest entry in, fantastic. If you still want to send it in, you've got until this upcoming Saturday. It will be solely dedicated to that. We will be taking a look at the best authors out there in the fanfic genre and reading really fucked up, horrible shit. Hopefully somebody tops Brony, or what was it? Some My Little Pony fucking a tree stump. I think is one of the most memorable stories I've read in a long time on a stream. So next Saturday, I believe it'd be the 2nd, we'll have the writing contest stream, and then the very next day, Kraut and T will be joining us to discuss the gayest of gay ops. Everybody, have a wonderful weekend. Oh, well, Sunday evening at this point. Have a good week going forward. I will see you next weekend. Take it easy.